Yo, yo, yo. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me all right? Comment down below if you can hear me. Comment down below. How's it going, you guys? Welcome into the stream. Today we're going to do another 1000x coverage of what I think is going to be 1000x soon. The Grinch. Okay, so we're going to go into a deep dive again. What happened yesterday and all of the above. So today's going to be a fun day. But first, there's a lot I want to share with you guys, but first, let's just get some people in here. I see one person in here. Let's get a few more. Okay. Let's get some people in here. What's going on? What's going on? So today's a big day for us. Today's a big day because we have something going on. It's called Shill. That's a big deal. So that might be the catalyst that takes us off. I always told you guys there's going to be something that's going to take us off. Good, Pharaoh. Thank you for coming in. Smash the like button, you guys. It's going to help the algorithm get more eyes on us, so on and so forth. So let's do it. That's my coffee. So by now, I think most of the viewers already know what Grinch is, right? So I'm not going to spend too much time, but if anyone's new and they're watching this, I always like to do this. Do your due diligence. Look at the website, make sure it's legit. Look at the roadmap, make sure there's some direction of where they're going. But the most important thing, if you click here, you go to their Telegram. Make sure that the Telegram is lit. Make sure the community members are importantly always there, and they're just as excited for the project as you are. I think that is the most important thing. And so we got David in here. What's good, David? Let's go Grinch. So it's mainly the Grinch gang, I think, in here. But I try to make these views for people just in case they're new. I really do. I just want people that are new to understand that this is an opportunity. So I'm chugging my coffee right now. Let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Elon just tweeted. Let me just tweet at him because I lost it. The thing is, so here's the thing. It's like crack, honestly. But if you see people that just tweeted, this is a strategy I like to use. You do it like this. This person just tweeted 12 minutes ago. I have a screenshot ready to go. Oh no, I'll just drop that. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and let's just look at the TA. Let's look at the TA. Let's make it clean. Let's make it short because we have Shill in about like 30 minutes, okay? So let's just do that. But, Twitter's good. Here's my Twitter. Here's the thing about the community. I love it because I'm getting so much support. Like, everyone here is probably from Grinch. And I appreciate that. You guys are awesome, honestly. I really do. You guys appreciate my input, but I also appreciate your time. So I appreciate that a lot. I'm reading the chat. So if you're typing in Telegram, I can see it. And then I'm reading the YouTube live chat as well. So let's look at the chart. The way I do this is the 1 day, okay? I start with 1 days. And the reason why I do that is because, it's always good to zoom out. And when you zoom out, you can see what's actually happening, what's actually going on. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. So right now, we're coming off of a nice move, like a 100x move from the bottom up. Okay, so now we have some nice consolidation. Now we have a narrative of Christmas coming around. We have Shill. We have a bunch of nice people that are always promoting this token. So there's a lot going on in the background. Every single day. To where now we're just consolidating. So there's in this phase right here in day 1. This is like the genesis. Make sure the contract's clean and dev is good. So then we hit 2 mil. Now we're kind of just bouncing around. So this bouncing around sensation is the community establishing itself in the network. This is what we're doing here. So that's what I'm doing here on YouTube Live. That's what you're doing, in Telegram. This is what it's all about right here. Okay? So for example, we're such a small cap that like if there's some uncertainty, it brings us down 90%. If there's consistency, it brings trust and we're back up at 500K. If there's something big happening like Shill today, obviously we'll moon. So there's a lot that goes into this. Like, okay, for example, this tells a story of oh no, the token's doomed. This is it. But then like people rallied here. Something happened here in these 2 days where people band together and they believed in the token again. So like I always say, price action tells stories. This is a nice little story. This is a nice little story. I love it. And so we have the Grinch here. We have Christmas meta around the corner. This 1 day chart, in my opinion, you have to be honest with yourself and think critically here. Is this actually going to break to the upside? In my opinion, this whole week has been yes. Or else I wouldn't be here. Here's the thing. So when you're looking at this is a bull flag, clear bull flag, okay? So with a bull flag, you take the height of the flag to the bottom of the pole and you attach it to the breakout point. So it might be today and it might be tomorrow, it might be the next day, but I think that we're going to break out. Here's the thing. It's very questionable of how high we will go. And there's a lot of factors that play into this. And I think the factors that play in is because, so look, yeah, David has a point. Like, okay, one tweet from Elon can take us to multi-million-dollar market cap. What is that? Let's say he tweets, go to 30 mil. If we go to 30 mil because Elon tweeted, that's like 60x from here. Just round up to 500K. That's a 60x. So, I titled the stream is 1000x market cap, whatever, 1000x gem. We missed the first leg. So the first leg is this part right here, establishing trust within the community itself. And then after that, the community has to identify itself. So this is what we're doing. We're building our narrative, building our brand here. We're making people know that we are Grinch. Eventually, through this phase, if it consolidates enough and it's healthy, this phase will boom. What do I mean by boom? Well, I think that the longer you consolidate in this phase, the higher you'll go, as long as you don't break down. And we haven't broken down yet. We're just consolidating. Like if you zoom out, we tried to break out here. But obviously, it wasn't time yet. We weren't matured enough. This is the 15-minute. If you go to the 30-minute, same thing. You can see clearly it's respecting the bull flag lines. Now, here's the thing with the bull flags. You want them to descend. You want them to be going down off of a nice move up. And the reason why is because like a downward sloping trend tends to break to the upside if the trend was up first. So that's what we have here. We're going up. And we kind of cooled down and we consolidated. This consolidation is very healthy. You go to the 1 day, it's like, it's only about 10 days. Piece of advice for people that want to boom to like $1 million right away. Like, you have to think about it critically. Relax. You need some days. You need like a few days. You need to grind a little bit. And that's why I'm here every day. I have you guys. I have 5 viewers now. And these 5 viewers, 6 now, you guys appreciate this, I think. I don't know. You guys are tuning in. So there's something that you're getting out of it. And I think that we all share a similar path, which is we want to see it go to the multi-million-dollar range. We want to see it break out and go up. Now, there's a few catalysts that need to happen. But, there's a lot of eyes on us. Like this Lazarus Falls guy. Big shout out to Lazarus. I don't know who this guy is. But everyone's like super happy that he's in the TG. Crypto Ninja's another one. Everyone's happy when he's around. Like, there's a lot going on with narrative that's like branding us. I want to show you guys something else I think is very interesting. There's other tokens that are coming out I'm not going to mention any names, but like there's other tokens coming out that are making our narrative stronger. Like you can go on Twitter, you can probably find it, and it's freaking hilarious. Like there's so much going on right now in the background. There's so much going on in the background that I think it's just a matter of time before things pop off. So we just got another buy. I think today's going to be a really green day. And it's going to be a fun one too. It's going to be a fun green day. So we're getting some buys in. This is very interesting. So we'll see. We're at 500K market cap. So now technically, if we do go to that 30 mil mark, it's a 60x from here. I'm saying this very conservatively. Like if you're a stock trader and you're listening to this, you're probably like, what the hell is this guy saying, right? But it's like the chart looks so primed. The chart looks so primed that it's just going to be a matter of time before we pop. And so we got La Persona that appreciates the TA. I like to do it, but so here's the thing. I always try to factor in fundamentals. A lot of people will draw lines. Here's my thing. They draw lines so that, you know, it's in their bias. So they'll like, you know, be like, "Oh, it's going to million," right? But it's like you have to be real. Like if the community wasn't here, it was a dead TG. I'd definitely say we're breaking to the downside. But everyone's here. Here's another good point. I made this point yesterday. So if you're new here, we have a few more people here. I want to show you something that's very important to understand. So when we were here, I was here for this ride. Okay. So if you're a Grinch holder, I was here up here. Okay. Now, if you go to the holder count, you can open this right here, this little view contract, and you can go to holders. There's a very important point I want to point out to you. So at $2 million market cap, which is up here, we had around like 600, only 600 holders. Okay. Now we dip down to almost more than, look how much we dipped down from the top, almost 90%. I kid you not. We have more holders now than we did at that high. Someone actually was concerned about this in the TG and was like, "Hey, dude, you know, our holder count is very low. Isn't that a problem?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't understand this." So there's always something you can learn. He was like, "Look, we're at 2 million market cap and we only have like 550 to 600 holders. That means there's a lot of people holding a lot of tokens." He's like, "So they can dump on us." I was like, "Oh my, like, so, like, I don't get it, bro. Like, what do you mean?" He was like, "But my point is, the higher we go and the less holders we have, that means that the money's not dispersed amongst the crowd. So eventually, if that's not the case, then guess what? We're gonna dump." And he called it from there just by looking at holder count. So now that we have more holders at a lower market cap, you can tell that now we're gonna go parabolic because there's more people holding. More people bought at a higher price. So the story continues. So now I believe we'll have another leg up. Okay? This is so I'm guaranteeing the next leg up. Now, the the price action to the next leg up is going to be very interesting. It could either go straight to 80 mil or number two. People might sell around like maybe 15 to 30 mil, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we pull back. So will the community band together? Will the Christmas narrative get stronger? Now that's the real question here in this price discovery range. Or do we just go super parabolic like Pepe status where we destroy the entire internet? I don't know. I really don't know. Comment down below what you guys think really quick because I'm very curious to see what you guys are thinking about this part because I think we're all in the same boat when it comes to smashing all-time high. Now the question is, where do we go after? What's our price projection, and like, what do you guys think is gonna happen? So you know what? I'm really cold right now. Let me grab a freaking blanket. I'm actually shivering. Let me grab a blanket really quick. I don't know why I'm so cold, but I think you can hear me all right. Yeah. So, fuck. I never do this. I'm always ready, but I'm actually cold. I think it's because I'm wearing shorts. Yeah, so this is a chill stream today, like I said. I'm gonna sit like this. It's pretty cold. Fuck, dude, I felt so cold. I was shivering that whole time. All right, now I feel good. Oh man, I don't know why I was so cold. Okay, so we got some buys in. And then comment down below if you're from the Grinch community, or comment down below if you're a viewer from YouTube. I'm just curious to see the audience and who's here. But okay, so back to the TA. Now that we're done with the 12-hour, the 1 day, we can go to the 2-hour. 2-hour I like a lot because, like, okay, for example, on the 2-hour, we spotted this double bottom right here. We spotted this double bottom because we saw a higher low made, and then that propelled us to 1 mil. Look at this. So our trajectory is definitely up when it comes to the support, okay? Support is nice and it's upward trending. Now, one more thing I want to show you is that we have a downward sloping resistance, but we're coming off of a massive move to the upside. So this is called a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles, they tend to follow the trend. So the trend was up, then we started consolidating in this range. I think once we break out of this resistance right here, this macro resistance on the 2-hour, we'll take off. And this is another story, right? So people adopted this trend or this token. They lost trust here. We established trust as a community, and now we're just ping-ponging in here. We're such a small cap that anything can sway the price action, and it's all based off sentiment in general and speculation. So we're speculating higher prices, but like, for example, here on this downtrend, what's going to stop it? People don't talk about downtrends. Downtrend, we were going from 2 mil, we went down almost 90%. And like people that were believers, like myself, like Satoshi, were like, gobble these up because, you know, the core people, like Laws, like Crypto Ninja, those are a few to name. Mama Grinch, all these people. David, I think you're one of them. So all these people, you know, bought these dips. I'm hoping they did, or maybe they were scared too. Honestly, I waited on the first dip. I'm not gonna lie, but the second dip, I was like, I'm getting that shit because I'm tired of not, you know, grabbing stuff that I'm shilling all day. And so I bought. And so people believe, right? People believe that this is an undervalued token. And so so what hit the brakes on this downtrend? Well, I'll tell you what. People that were like key to the community never left. So the mods and the influencers and the people going the extra mile, those are the people that basically put the brakes on this downtrend. And so we have another comment on the live. Let's see. So I think that we green today back to 1 mil. And then I would think that we would come back down a bit and then consolidate over the weekend. And then we have a big pump day on Monday. But I'm not a guy. Not a guy like you're not a man, or maybe it was a typo. No, that's true. So that's a good point. Okay, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So we have a symmetrical triangle here, right? And so the scenario that La Persona was saying was we go to 1 mil and we kind of just consolidate here over the weekend, and then on Monday we pop. So resistance is resistance. That's a very good point. But here's my thing when it comes to the resistance. I think we've already tested like 3 or 4 times, and so like it's becoming weaker every time we test it, and our lows are becoming higher. So for example, I like to put it in this range. So this 1 million range, we tested it on our first breakdown. I'm going to highlight that here with my brush. So we tested it here. We tried to break 1 mil, we couldn't. Tried to break it again, we couldn't. Tried to break it again, we couldn't. You couldn't even get near to it. And then we went down. But as we went down, we made a higher low compared to the beginning. So right here, higher low. And then we made another higher low. And then we made it back to 1 mil. Tried to break it again, we couldn't. Made another higher low. And so you can see that the buy pressure is building. That's all that it means, is that the buy pressure is getting bigger and stronger, and so eventually that 1 mil will break. Now the question is timing. Very good point. Today's Friday, so if we don't even break past a mil today, then you're right. Um, we might not do it. We might consolidate over the weekend. That's a very good point. So we'll see. I personally am on the fence of thinking break to the upside and actually smash 1 mil, smash the all-time high, and trade in this like multi-million-dollar range. 'Cause we've been consolidating for how many days now? More than a week. So this, I would start counting consolidation from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost since conception. Because here's my thing. A token that has an established community, has a lot of trust, has a lot of strong people behind it, they don't even go through a consolidation phase. If you hop in and you look at it, it's already at like a couple million, okay? So some of these tokens, they're manipulated, people are behind them, there's a huge marketing theme behind it. Everyone's bags are loaded, and then they'll like shill it, and then they'll sell the top, and they'll only let it get to like a certain amount of $1 million. So like for example, like Kappa was one of those, and then like there's a bunch of others. So keep that in mind when it comes to these tokens. Like for us, we didn't go through that. We're such an organic token, and I think that has more rewards actually when it comes to that. So if you excuse me for a second, I'm gonna repost my link. So if there's people that you want to watch this live stream with, please go ahead and click that share button and click copy the link and share it to some people. And then Le Persona wrote, haha, not a TA guy, my bad. Oh, okay, so it is a guy. No, you're good. Honestly, me neither. I'm not that great, but so I had a challenge once on my YouTube channel where I flipped like 3K to 30K. It was like a 10x challenge. And I did it on Twitter and YouTube. This was like maybe last year, but I haven't had time to hop back on. So unless I spot, so here's my new thing. If you're watching this, it's not only for GRINCH. Here's my goal to YouTube. What I want to do is I want to find 1,000x gems, and I want to spot them not when they're conceived, like not when they're at the 30K mark. I can't do that because a lot of them are scams around here. What I want to do is I want to find them in this phase and call them here. And I want to call them in real time on YouTube Live. And I just want to be able, I want to be a caller. And that's what I want to do. This is the direction I'm taking the YouTube account. So this is where we're at with GRINCH. Now, I'm very bullish on it for multiple reasons, and one of the core reasons is because of the holder account being dispersed higher. Twitter is super active, and then the TA looks nice, and the community is probably the number one pulling factor for all of this. This is it. This is your 1000x token. Now, I think that we will definitely do. So like imagine 50 mil. That's 100x from here. I don't see how that cannot happen, especially with Christmas around the corner, right? Think about it like this. People are just looking for a token that's been around, that isn't a scam, and that's Christmas themed. It doesn't even have to be GRINCH. We could have been named a reindeer, right? So like at the end of the day, we're sitting in the right spot. The people here now understand that, and they're not going anywhere. And so this is my analysis. I think we're gonna moon high. So let's go to the 15-minute chart. Someone posted something really cool. So I'm not gonna move this line. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another one. So this resistance here, and I'll change the color, became support, okay? All right. This was my TA from the other day. I want to show you guys so yesterday on my YouTube live, Okay, I kid you not. YouTube Live, we were somewhere in this range. Okay, and I said we're gonna get a pullback. So let's go to the 1 hour. I think it was like the 1 hour or the 4 hour. And I was like, I guarantee. Sorry, let me do it like this. It was like this. Okay, so I had a few conversations with other people. I was like, X marks the spot. So I had a couple people on my YouTube Live. I don't know if you watched it yesterday, but I was like, we were here, and I was like, if you get a pullback, it's gonna bounce here because X marks the spot. We have two supports. We have ascending support here. We have this previous resistance that is no support. This is such a strong line of support that I think will bounce, and this is going to be the bounce that takes us to the next highs. And we were trading at 700K, 800K people, and I was like, this is it. And they're like, no, it can't be. That's way too much of a drop. And I'm like, dude, it's a meme token. It can definitely drop, 60% in a couple hours. It's fine, but it'll bounce back maybe 2x. Like, this is the thing with meme tokens. People look for good liquidity, something that's established like our token, and they try to trade it. So they keep it on their radar. They'll hit that star, and they'll keep it around. So for us, this is where we bounced, right? So this is gonna be the bounce. So I'm telling you now. So the 4 people here, please, when we go back into the TG, because I am gonna call this bounce off the support is gonna be the bounce that trajects us to at least 10 million. Okay, 10 million is what I'm calling at a conservative number. Now, if you get max FOMO at that level, you're telling me what's gonna stop us from 2xing from 10 mil? Nothing. The FOMO is gonna be insane. So think about it like this: if we go to 2 mil, we will be trending up here on Dextools. December 15th. We're not even close to Christmas yet. There's a lot going on. There's a lot, and when it comes to people wanting to buy, now think about it like this. Excuse me. We have 260 people online on TG. Those people online are going to be like double, triple. So you have more manpower now, or women power, whatever you want to call it. Gender fluid society, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Now, think about it like this. You have triple the people tweeting. You have triple the eyes on the token. GRINCH is going crazy. GRINCH is going nuts. It's outperforming every single Christmas token. We are the first one. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to predict it today. We'll bounce here. We'll break 2 mil. We'll trend up here. After the trend, I'm just telling you 3, whoever's here watching this, just to be ready, because we're going to have to hold the fort. We're going to have to hold the fort. So we'll break the 2 mil. If we do break this 2 mil, this is all if. People are going to flood in. So that's when we have to be ready. If we hold our composure, we're consistent every single day with what we do. We all have a role now. Guarantee we traject past 10 mil. People see 10 mil, they're going to be like, this is the Christmas token, max FOMO. God candles are insane. So let me just give you a scenario. I brought this up the other day, and I was like, look at this token. All right. The Jesus token, so many similarities with us. I'm not shilling anything, honestly. I just want you guys to see the similarities so you learn, okay? Now, the token was conceived Genesis Day, did about 1,000%, similar to GRINCH. Then it had a pull down, so it went up, kind of like GRINCH, lulled around. This is the 4-hour chart. Then it had a slow bleed, 80% drawback. We have that right now. We're in the 80% drawback. Now, after that, it had such an immense amount of FOMO, such an immense amount of people pouring in and it was just Jesus themed. And I think it was during Easter. It was such a big phenom. No, this is past Easter. This is May. Okay. Such a big buy pressure came in. So much FOMO. So much FOMO that it came up to about 3,000%, 3,984. So that's my point. You telling me we can't do that with a Christmas token that has arguably just as good as a theme? No, 100%. So if your bags are loaded, congratulations. I told you to buy here. I personally did. So I personally went here and I bought. I bought it. X marks the spot. I trust my TA. I trust my fundamentals. And I threw in a good amount of money. My average buy is around like 250K, and I'm taking it all the way, baby. So I bought in here, rode that out, bought in here, bought in here, bought in here. And it's just very simple. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust what you're doing. And here's the thing. If you're spending time here on YouTube or spending time in the community, you know, okay, if you this is my mentality now. I used to not have this mentality. But if I'm spending so much time here in this community, with this token, with these people, we are the people that bring it value. So if I value myself and I value your guys' time, I will put money down again and again and again because I like where I'm at with these people and with this token. So these are the intangibles that you cannot predict in TA. You have to just understand this. You have to be socially smart. You have to understand there's people behind the screen that are actually dictating the price, especially when it's a small cap. Now, when it comes to the FOMO time, I can't do TA on that. I can't tell you we're going to. Like, think about it like this. Right now, I can give you solid TA and I can guarantee a breakout. The thing is, I can't tell you the price target because FOMO is ridiculous. Sometimes it'll over or underperform. Now, I don't know where we're going after 2 mil. I'm guessing, based off experience, that it's going to do at least 1,000%. What is that? That's like 100x. 100x from here is 50 mil. And brace yourselves, because I think it's going to be fun. We just need the right catalyst to break us out of this wedge, and I think that it's all in place. So this is it. So we have 15 minutes before Shill Tank, and then we have Satoshi Voices later today. Big shout out to Satoshi, one of the first people that held on to the token and made this community. And then big shout out to other people that are here right now watching this. And we are doing this live, right? So this is real-time TA. This is real-time analysis. Yesterday, I called the dip and I called where it's going to be bought. If you don't believe me, just go back to my stream. And I called it exactly where I thought it would happen. And it happened. Now, the bounce hasn't been as big as I thought, but it might settle in soon. So this is where I'm at. Now, this was a short stream. I want to get ready for Shill Tank, and I want to chill with people on VC and, hop in the spaces if I can. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something valuable here, and I really appreciate your time, really. I think this is it. So I'll see you tomorrow. We will either be gold or dust. And that's about it. It's either gold or dust. And, it's all probabilities at the end of the day. So this is a symmetrical triangle. Probability of it breaking to the trend that it started with is higher than it breaking down. But anything is possible. Something can happen that will tip us to the edge. And that's it. It's a dead token. So you have to remember that everything's a risk. And, it's not financial advice. It's just my educational analysis at the end of the day. Good luck. I'll see you all soon.